Oof. Ouch. Yep, you read that right. It's been a little depressing this past week. It's been hurting. I've been trying to get my mind off of it. But my portfolio is down about 50% in total right now. And no, while I didn't lose 500K, my total portfolio is down about 500K. And we need to discuss things. So in this video, I want to go over what happened this past week, what my thoughts on it are, some things that helped me out in this past week get over it, and what I'm going to do with my portfolio now and what my predictions are. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first, what happened this past week? All right, well, the first thing that happened was right as Bitcoin was at about 58K, hovering that price, just inching up and inching up, looking like it was just about to break through 60K again to a new all-time high. Elon Musk had to open his mouth again on Twitter, like he always does. And this time it was not to the benefit of Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency space. Basically, he pointed out his concern over Bitcoin mining and energy consumption. At the same time, letting everyone know that Tesla would not be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for the cars, and actually still pointing out, however, that Tesla would not be selling its Bitcoin holdings. So then the second thing that happened, which really accelerated the sell-off, was China releasing an article about how they would crack down on Bitcoin mining. And this would seem like a huge deal, and what everyone's worried about, the government outlawing and banning Bitcoin. However, they tried the exact same thing in 2013 and in 2017, and it looks like they're trying it again. But in reality, it really wouldn't matter, because when you deep dive into it, Bitcoin mining would just move to a different area. And there's miners from different areas that could tap in to look like it's more centralized in China right now. So they might be all over the place. Anyway, it's more than what's on the surface with this. And then the third thing that happened, which steeply accelerated the sell-off, was positions being liquidated and sell orders being triggered, which just really dropped the price of Bitcoin. Okay, so everyone knows that if Bitcoin goes down, the rest of the market goes down, because Bitcoin is basically the bar. And if the rest of the boat sinks, the rest of the boat sinks with it. So here's what I think about the whole situation. And first of all, there are a lot of very, very skilled and very smart analysts, as well as other investors that I respect very highly, such as Kathy Woods of ARK Invest, who believes that Bitcoin right now is at a capitulation phase. And there is nothing technically wrong, other than FUD that hit the market, that is technically wrong with the network. And what capitulation phase is that it's actually in a zone right now where investors just have surrendered, and in preventing any further losses have just cut their losses, which actually dropped the price even further and is at a complete bottom, where weak hands have let go and strong hands have even accumulated more. Where a lot of the investors recently who have bought in even at the 48K, the mid 50K range, who was FOMOing a little bit, fear of missing out, have actually sold at a loss because they wanted to prevent any further losses. And it's currently at a capitulation phase at the price and the current levels that we are at now. Okay, so what are some things that helped me? Because let's be honest, I needed some things to help me out mentally to get over this whole situation. So a couple things that helped me out during all of this was, one, to diversify my holdings. So the first thing was that I have not all my chips in one bag, so to speak. So what this did, this is for two reasons this helped me out. The first reason being that I did not have to see maybe a $1 million total value dropped down in half to about a 500, which would completely almost have made me have a heart attack, I think. But I was diversified in their different platforms, and it was able to see not as big of a drop. It still dropped about 50%, but I was able to, not see it all in one place. And the second reason for this that helped me out was that I realized that if one thing goes wrong in one platform, that I am a little bit diversified, not only in different cryptocurrencies, which the altcoins seem to have taken a huge hit, but I'm diversified in different platforms so that if there is a breach or if there's something that goes wrong with one platform, like we weren't able to get onto COINBASE during all of this when there was so much volatility in the market, that I could get into another account and see this. And there was another issue that happened with BlockFi where they had actually given away certain number of Bitcoins to different wallets by accident, which I'm not going to go over in that video, but it just happened. There is different reasons for having diversification along different platforms, not only being able to, see a huge drop and mentally not have that problem, but to be able to save myself for security reasons and security breaches and prevent that from happening as well. Okay, so what am I doing with my portfolio? Half of my portfolio at this point. What am I going to do with it? Well, this is how I believe. I feel like this was a healthy and natural correction, and it was something that we needed. We were a little bit overheated at the time anyway. We went up a little too quick. There was a little too FOMO in the whole entire cryptocurrency market in general. And there was nothing really that was wrong that happened with the network. Nothing really substantially came out, such as double spend, a technical glitch error, anything that happened in the Bitcoin market, which would incur any type of damages to the market in general to be able to be of major concern. And secondly, there was no type of, I've always said, if there was something better than Bitcoin, if there's something better than Ethereum, if there was another platform, if there was another technology that came out that was better than one of these, a lot of people are concerned about Bitcoin being the AOL of the space. And I think that, and I believe that they are, for different reasons, they are more valuable. Bitcoin is a totally different ballgame than Ethereum is. Ethereum is more used for platforms and to build systems around, whereas Bitcoin is the store of value asset. And there is nothing that was technically wrong with the system. If something better came out, I've always said that it might be time to move from that one asset class to another. However, there is nothing different that changed with the network in general. So what I'm doing with my portfolio is absolutely nothing at this time. I've diversified my Bitcoin holdings to Ethereum holdings to a batch of other altcoins. And at this point, there is no reason to sell out of anything, because what are you going to do? Even if my portfolio is still up 100% from the initial buy-in period, what are you going to do with that? Some investors would say, you're up 100%, let's sell out now and take the gains. Whereas in my thought process is, what are you going to sell out for? Are you going to sell out and have your money in fiat cash and a fiat currency that is a known depreciation of 2% or so a month with rising inflation rates? What are you going to do with that? So at this point, it would be smarter just to hold on, since we've had such a drop, and to see where we go from here. Okay, so finally, my prediction. Well, my prediction is that we are going to start the leg up again, and we are only 1 quarter done this year, a little over 1 quarter in the year post-halving, where we could see another run up that might even span into the year 2022. So as of right now, that's my prediction. I feel like we are going to start making a leg up, see another all-time high very soon, within a month or so, and I believe end up in the mid 100 to possibly 200K range by the end of this year. And just even yesterday, Elon comes back at it again, this time not as the villain, but more as the good guy, and comes out with a tweet stating that he has talked to the North American miners and they are agreeing to discuss with miners worldwide to address this mining energy consumption problem. So it looks like now there's good FUD. I don't know if you can even have good FUD, but good news anyway. And there was so much extreme FUD that happened the week prior. We've seen the drop in the Bitcoin price. Now it's time for some good news. And I believe once we hear it, that there's going to be a uptick in the market and we're going to see all-time highs and the batch of altcoins being rising again. So that's it for today. I'd love to hear what you think. Please leave a comment below. Let me know and I will try to answer back. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, the one thing I ask for this video, it'll take less than 2 seconds. Go down and hit the like button. It'll turn blue and you'll know that it worked. And then if you would consider it, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notifications every time I post a new video. Also, if you're on Instagram and Twitter, follow me there. I post there pretty much daily, so you will get our other aspects of my life as well. Check the affiliate links below. You can get some free crypto, especially BlockFi. That's where I keep my crypto and the majority of my crypto holdings because you earn interest on it. And why not earn interest on your money? Right now I'm up like $4,000 year to date on just because I've hold my Bitcoin holdings there and my Ethereum and Litecoin and some other altcoins. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, please let's go and hodl. Take care.